First of all, I'm just still in shock. I'm wondering how leaders like William Ruto were inflicted upon the African people. Look at the standard of leadership. When we're engaged in a struggle for national liberation, Modibo Keita, Sekou Toure, Kwame Nkrumah, America Cabral, Jomo Kenyatta, and so on. Now look at the type of leaders we have. Rubbish! How did we inflict these kinds of leaders on us? And look, you cannot miss the irony. Here is William Ruto sending Kenyan police people to Haiti.
Greetings, families. Welcome back. I hope you are well by the grace of God. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. If this is your first time, my name is Mamre, and you are very welcome. My returning subscribers, my new subscribers, and those who are passing by, thank you so much. I'm so grateful for your time. This video is about Mr. Kwesi Pratt, as you have listened to him already. Mr. Kwesi Pratt, for those who have not known him, is a Ghanaian Pan-Africanist, an author, a politician. Anything concerning Africa is this man that you have listened to. So he is also reacting on what is going on in Kenya, as we all see it coming before it has arrived. Question why Mr. Ruto is president of Kenya. A lot of people, even PLO Lumumba, said it before. And when he came, his speeches, the way he came in as Pan-Africanist. I will look for one of my videos I made about him. If I can get it, I'll play a bit for you, just to refresh our mind. He came as Pan-African.
Continuously. When others want to engage with us, they don't want to deal with a troika. They want to invite 50 heads of state. So we go to a meeting, just explain to me what kind of outcome you expect where 50 heads of state are sitting. Everybody is asked for speak to 1.5 minutes. You speak to for 1.5 minutes. What kind of engagement are you going to get? You're going to get nothing, right? The best that you get is photographs. Precisely. You get these photographs, they normally line us up somewhere, you know.
And then later on, it changed. So Mr. Kwesi Pratt is asking, why do they inflate people like him on Africa? Remember, when we talk about Africa, it's not only one country. What affect this one, what affect the other one. And why do people like this, Mr. Ruto, will be a leader of Africa, even going on from stage to stage? He talk more. Please, let's listen to him, and I'll be back. Thank you so much for your time.
What happened? When he went to see Joe Biden, after the discussions and so on, Kenya was designated as a non-NATO ally of the US. What does that mean? Neo-colony, complete neo-colony of the United States of America. At a time when the African people, East, South, West, Central, and so on, are struggling against the establishment of US military bases across the continent, are struggling to enhance national sovereignty and so on, William Ruto goes to the US and agrees that his country is a non-NATO ally of the US. Unbelievable. Look, in 1963, when African leaders met in Addis Ababa, they sought to craft
Our forefathers fought for us to have independence, to unite Africa, to have one currency, to travel to one another country for free, and so on and so forth. Yes, Mr. Ruto told us all this. He said all these things just recently. He said we will not use dollar again. We will trade among ourselves. We will use our own money because the dollar is costing us more interest. And what does it do? What does it do? You know it. This is what is going on. Please let's listen more. He talk. I don't want to waste your time, so let's listen to him. Thank you for your time.
And that's the problem. Today, William Ruto looks us in the face and says that, oh, the people's voice is important and that we have to listen to the people because it's the mandate of the people that we presidents exercise as well. When did he come to that realization? After killing more than 20 Kenyans killed down. More than 100 Kenyans have been injured, some have lost their limbs and so on. Somebody must pay for those crimes. Those crimes committed against the Kenyan people. We've gone beyond the issue of the finance bill. Under whose orders did 20 Kenyans die? Under whose orders did more than 100 people suffer various degrees of injuries and so on? That's where we are today. And I'm so happy.
Yes, those are the questions a lot of people are asking, and Mr. Ruto do not want to answer. Even his recent interview, that he has to use that to apologize, to be on his knees and accept what is going on. Mr. Ruto doesn't want to accept it. He said it was because of criminals that has been frustrated in the protest. It's because of them that these innocent people has to be deleted. These innocent people are in the hospital. He was asked, do you think you have blood in your hand? He said no. Point blank. He said no. He doesn't have blood in his hand. And then later he said they will investigate it. We will see how the investigation will go. Please, let's listen to Mr. Kwesi Pratt more, and I'll be back. Thank you so much.
International Monetary Fund. They went to the International Monetary Fund for a bailout. Say, tax your people, tax the bread, and so on, so that you can generate resources to pay so-called foreign creditors. That is the crux of the problem. Meanwhile, look around Africa. Take Ghana. We have gone to the IMF 17 times. Every time we go to the IMF and we implement the measures they prescribe for us, our situation gets worse. To the extent that today in Ghana, I mean, the madness is so obvious. Our leaders are celebrating debt forgiveness, partial debt forgiveness. That's what they are celebrating. Our leaders are celebrating inflation at about 30%. Our leaders are celebrating what they call...
Oh, Africa, it is sad when you listen to certain things like that. It's very, very sad. Like, are we ever going to unite? Are we ever going to be free? Are we ever going to be our own people and take our destiny into our own hands and fly and be like China, Korea, and the rest of the world? Are we ever going to be like that? Sometimes I wonder, because when we have people that leaders, that one of Kenya ministers said, empty head. When we have empty head people leading us, where are we going? If you have blind leading you, I'm sorry, excuse me, my mom is blind, but I'm not insulting blind people. But if you have somebody who cannot see where they are going and they are leading a whole country, where are we going in the world? This is not about just Kenya. Ghana's one is worse than Kenya. Ghana one is worse than Kenya. Ghanaians, when they demonstrate a bit, then they go to bed. I saw one video, I laugh. Then they go to bed. They don't want to see blood. That's what they, most of the time. Yempe moja, o, yempe moja. They don't want to see blood. So they keep printing the money. Anytime I go to Ghana, there's new currency. It's going high, high, high. I said that before. It's not only Ghana, Cameroon, all the Africa countries. They blame it on COVID several times, even though they got free money for COVID. They blame it on Ukraine, even though they have their land. Ukraine do not take land from them. They can make their own fertilizer. They can do their own to plant their own food. They said no. We prefer buying it from outside. So my question is, are we going to unite and be our own people one day? I don't think so with leaders like this, unless we have more of those people in the Sahel. The leaders in the Sahel, they are leaders of Africa, and we need more of them. Yes, we need more of them. Please, let's listen more, and I'll be back. Thank you.
Different from what is happening in Nigeria, it's not substantially different from what is happening all over Africa. What happened to us? He's talking about putting teachers in classrooms and so on. Meanwhile, he was vice president under Uhuru Kenyatta for how many years? What happened to teachers in classrooms and so on? Now you turn around after killing 20 innocent people whose only crime is that they stood up for their rights and so on. You're telling us about the need to put teachers in classrooms and so on. When did he realize that? Unbelievable. You understand? Completely unbelievable. Look, the problem with Kenya, the problem with Ghana, and the problem with all other African countries is that the path, the economic path we have embarked on, can only lead to total disaster. Neoliberalism is not going to liberate us from poverty.
It's sad to listen to. Those who knows it. They know what is going on. Our leaders know what is going on, but they don't care. They don't care. And that's why this is happening. My people, my Africa people, my brothers and sisters, stand up for your right. Stand up for your right, because if you don't, well, things will be how it is. You'll be uncomfortable, you scream, they'll put another box in front of you to choose who you want, what you want, and you think that day standing in the sun, in a queue to vote, you have power, you have nothing. It's not going to help you, it's not going to change you. What we are seeing in Kenya, like our uncle, our brother said, is throughout most African countries. It's just that people are afraid to stand up for their right. Thanks, my brother, my sister who left that comment there, that we should stand up for your right. My husband played that song all the time, and it makes my heart breathe when I listen to it, because I watch back and I see what is going on around Africa. Anyway, please leave your comment. I'm just reacting on Mr. Kwesi Pratt's reaction video. Please leave your own comment, your opinion under the comment section. Let us learn or read from you. God bless you all. My returning subscribers, my new subscribers, in case I haven't said it already, I appreciate your time. Thank you very much. I always love to read from you. I learn a lot from you. So thank you for your time. Those who are sharing, those who are commenting, those who are liking the videos, thank you so much. And those who are giving, donating to me, super chat, thank you so much. I want to tell you what that money will be used for. Thank you. My membership is also open if you want to join it. It's just a token. It will go for a good cause. Thank you so much for your time and support. God bless you all. I will see you soon. Bye-bye.
And if they don't realize, we the citizens have a responsibility to kick them out of office and to bring into office new leaders who are properly focused on achieving the objectives of the national liberation movement, which were very clear. And the objectives of the national liberation movement were clear. One, the rights of the African people to elect their own leaders and to choose their path. The ownership of African resources by Africans, and the exploitation of African resources for the benefit of the African people. And finally, the unification of Africa under the banner of scientific socialism. These were the objectives of the...
Credit to Pan Africa TV.